Hello friends, and welcome to Victorian Snippets. Like the old folk song so popular in the last century says, "Can she bake a cherry pie, Billy boy, Billy boy? Can she bake a cherry pie, charming Billy?" Well, this is an apt question because baking a cherry pie was no easy feat. Let's see. First, you had to pick the cherries. This is a good job for all those pesky children you have, as some tree climbing might be in order. Then the cherries had to be separated to make sure that the ones ruined by hungry birds didn't find their way into this cherry pie. Usually those damaged cherries found their way into the mouths of the young cherry pickers. They didn't seem to mind that the skins were bruised. Once the cherries were separated, they required washing. After all these tasks have been accomplished, it's time to bake the culinary confection with which to tempt the mythical Billy boy. Well, first, one had to stone or pit the cherries. This was no problem if your kitchen had a hand-cranked cherry pitter, as many of them did. When you have stoned 2 cupfuls, put them in a bowl to keep all the juices and mix with 1/2 cup of sugar, a spoon of salt, and 1 1/2 teaspoons full of cornstarch. Set this aside while you make your crust. The crust will require 3 cups of flour and 1 cup of shortening. There's that lard again. For an especially tasty and flaky crust, you could add a bit, just a modest bit of butter. This is called a rich pie crust. When the ingredients have been mixed, make a well in the middle of the mixture, add 1/2 cup of water, fold all the ingredients together, and roll out the mixture on your breadboard using your wooden roller. Put the crust into the pie pan and fill it with the cherry mixture. If you're lucky, you'll have one of these Royal Pie Bakery pie pans that have the little holes in the bottom. That's the secret to a flaky crust. Lastly, cover the pie with the top crust, pinch the edges together, or use a pie crimper. Finally, place the pie into a hot oven as soon as possible. Now, most kitchens had 2 ovens. First, you had the old wood-burning stove, and then you had the newer gas model. However, neither had a heat gauge, so it was a guess as to what a hot oven exactly was, and consequently, how long should you bake this pie? Well, I guess that's why the song. You really had to practice and tend your pies carefully. But as I'm not expecting any Billy boy to show up at my door anytime soon, I guess I'll have to eat the pie. But who's going to clean up this mess? Where's those kids?